In the last video, I have shown you some Blazor features in .NET 8. Today I'm going to show you one of the very cool features related to everything, like writing APIs and any other things inside .NET 8, which is native AOT. Let's go ahead. First of all, .NET 8 Preview 7 is the latest preview version that it's provided for us. It seems the new release would be the RC version, but let's see. No one knows what is going to happen. Microsoft is a little bit unpredictable about these things. We should wait and see. Okay, what is native AOT? Ahead of time, it seems we're gonna have a technology to generate code at application build time instead of runtime. Let me explain. Look at this. If we want to know the mechanism of AOT, we should know the traditional way of compiling and execution, which is like this. Source code would become IL code, then .NET runtime, native code, and then it would be understandable for the CPU or device. But in native AOT, we're gonna have the source code, native code, understandable for the CPU. So now we know the mechanism. The next is, why should we use AOT? First of all, minimize disk footprint. What does this mean? Less space. It occupies less space. The number of files would be less. The capacity that we need to occupy would be less. And then they said when publishing using native AOT, a single executable is produced. Okay, I'm trying to emphasize on this because later on I want to show you something and say, what is this? Why did they say single executable? How? So when they said single, we need to know where to look at. So keep it in your mind for a couple of minutes later. Reduced startup time. It's obvious when everything is smaller, the startup time would be less. And memory demand. This one also is obvious. So let's go ahead. Microsoft published this. I haven't created this. It's coming from Microsoft. See, application size in orange color means AOT. It would be much less in terms of memory, in terms of a startup time. I got it from Microsoft Docs. So you can look at Microsoft Docs and find these things very easy. If I want to continue by Visual Studio, or actually I have to say, if you want to do that, you need this. Desktop development with C++. If you haven't activated this, try to reinstall Visual Studio and tick this and then continue. If you already did it, forget it. You are happy. And then, see, I want to create an ASP.NET Core Web API native AOT, like this. Okay? So it seems we are happy to go. As usual, I'm so eager to jump to Visual Studio and start, but just let me show you one more PowerPoint presentation. Look at this. This is the limits that we're gonna deal with when we are going to use native and AOT. See? I have taken this chart table from Microsoft Docs also, and they promised us to progressively provide all the things that we need. But so far, at this time, maybe tomorrow, maybe at RC version, maybe by any other update, some of these problems also would be solved. But so far, this is the limits that we're gonna deal with. Okay, I'm going to jump to Visual Studio and start. Okay, this is my beautiful Visual Studio version, preview 1 and file, new project. Since I already used AOT, native AOT, it's here, but if it is not provided for you, look for AOT, then you will find this. Next, bug and fix first native AOT API. The location doesn't matter for you. You should choose and assign a place for yourself. For me is bug and fix. Next, preview .NET 8. I'm not going to use Docker at the moment, so no need to tick this. Create. That's all. That's all. It's ready. Okay. Let's have a look at program.cs. The difference is here the builder has a different method. Create a slim builder. Okay? And for serializing JSON, we're gonna have something custom which would be used here. These two might be a little bit strange or confusing for you guys. Don't pay attention to these two, just use it. They are not necessary at the moment. Okay. This part is same as usual. Minimal API to list out some to-do task, these things like walk the dog, do the dishes, do the laundry, these things. Map get, with ID, without ID. Very easy. You should know these things from knowledge of minimal APIs. Okay. And then if I look at the CS approach, see, publish AOT. Okay. Question. Can I run? Yes, I can. I will run and see. Oh, nice. I have the list of the things that I have to do in my to-do list. Very good. Perfect. And it was so fast. But let me see something. Okay. Open file in Explorer and then bin debug. Okay. Now you can ask me, you said single file. You said a smaller file. So what is this? It's same as before. DLL, very heavy files, but Microsoft said single file. I have shown you in the PowerPoint presentation. So what's that? Where is the single file? Okay, don't worry. We need to publish. If I want to publish by visual type of things that I have here, I would be failed because AOT cannot be published by this way at the moment. So what can I do? Don't worry. Open in terminal like this. With a very simple command, I will do that. Let's have a look. See? .NET publish-c release. Done. It takes some time. More than without native AOT type of things. And as you can see, it said generating native code. Okay, it's done. So let's see what happened. Again, this time in release .NET 8 native. See, just a single exec file. So Microsoft did not lie. Look at this. The file is just 8 something megabyte. Very light. If I run, I would have this. Okay. So if I want to see my API, what should I do? Let's see. Look at this. It said localhost 5000 and then to-dos like this. Very, very fast. If you try yourself, you will feel the difference in terms of the speed. So now, if you're gonna deal with containers, the file would be smaller. In terms of performance, as I said, you can feel the difference. Now, the speed is very, very, very high and good. Okay. So far, as I said and as I have shown you, we're gonna deal with some limits, but Microsoft promised that they're gonna solve these problems also. We are also waiting. So, if you want to create an API or if you're gonna deal with native AOT, always read the Microsoft documents and make sure that you are not going to be limited with the things that they are not supporting. The rest would be fine and you can enjoy using this new feature. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.